Birmingham police are investigating the city's 15th murder of 2024, and this case may end up being about more than a homicide.
Well, this started out as a missing persons case yesterday, but before Mahogany Jackson's friends and family could even get out and search for her today, it turned into a homicide. According to her mother's social media post, 20-year-old Mahogany Jackson leaves behind a young daughter. They had planned to search for her today, but the case took a tragic turn before daylight.
Just after 2 a.m., South Precinct officers received a call of a deceased person. When officers arrived on the scene, they observed an adult female lying unresponsive, suffering from an apparent gunshot wound. Birmingham Fire and Rescue arrived on the scene and pronounced the victim deceased.
Authorities identified the body as Mahogany Jackson. According to social media posts made by her mother, Jackson had texted her family before 8 on Sunday morning asking for help, saying she had been kidnapped and even sent a pin of her location. Police aren't saying at this point whether they think she was killed where her body was found or at another location.
Even through her grief, Rose says she's thankful for Jackson's courage in what investigators believe were her final moments.
I feel better because we are getting justice. That we are. She helped us solve her own case.
Now holding on to memories of this young mother who they say was full of life, taken too soon. Maddox says they will lean on one another as they now learn to live without her.
A total of now 7 people have officially been charged in the death of 20-year-old mother Mahogany Jackson, who was held against her will and tortured for hours before she was fatally shot by several individuals who were her friends at one point in time. Mahogany sent a text to her mother stating, "Send the police, apartment 3, held hostage, don't call." She also sent her location to her sister. Her body would be found hours later underneath a mattress at an illegal dumping site in the 1700 block of Laurel Avenue in southwest Birmingham. The Birmingham Police Department has confirmed that 26-year-old Tasia Lewis and Mahogany had an ongoing dispute, reportedly about something previously taken from Tasia's apartment, and that people were looking for Mahogany. Fight videos were also shared on social media following Mahogany's disappearance. It was also discovered that Mahogany was sexually assaulted, with part of the ordeal being captured on video by the suspects. Police stated that the video evidence played a pivotal role in the investigation and the subsequent charges, along with the help of the community. Police declined to release details of the crime in order to shield the family. However, they did confirm that Mahogany was taken to several different locations during the hours she was held hostage. Birmingham's police chief said the cruel nature of the death was worse than most he had seen in years as a homicide investigator, and that the actions displayed by the suspects were barbaric and have no place in society, very disturbing and violent. The Jefferson County District Attorney's Office issued the warrants just 3 days after the murder, announcing them in a subsequent press conference. Brandon Pope, 24, Francis Harris, 25, and Jeremiah McDowell, 18, are charged with capital murder during a first-degree kidnapping and capital murder during first-degree sodomy. Giovanni Clapp, 23, and Blair Green, 25, are charged with felony murder, the underlying felony being kidnapping or sodomy, as well as first-degree kidnapping and first-degree sodomy. 26-year-old Tasia Lewis, the ringleader of the entire incident, is charged with felony murder. Sanaya McCall, 23, is charged with felony murder, first-degree kidnapping, and first-degree sodomy. Tasia Lewis and Giovanni Clapp are also charged with second-degree assault for pistol whipping Mahogany. Just days after Mahogany's gruesome and untimely murder, a candlelight vigil and balloon release with family, friends, and community members was held in the parking lot of Tasia Lewis's apartment complex to honor her life.
Probably one of the most heinous acts I've seen in my career. It's absolutely disgusting.
Birmingham police arrest more than half a dozen people in a young mother's deadly kidnapping. Thanks for joining us at 10. I'm Guy Rawlings.
And I'm Sherry Falk. Mahogany Jackson's body was found earlier this week in the Powderly neighborhood. BPD says that 7 people have been charged with her murder.
WVTM 13's Gladys Bautista has the latest.
The facts of this case are deplorable and sickening. Saddest of all, they were made public by the suspect's decision to videotape portions of this horrific act.
Strong words from Birmingham Police Chief Scott Thurman Wednesday as he announced the arrest of these 7 people in the death of 20-year-old Mahogany Jackson.
All of these individuals were acquaintances. that they were not strangers to one another.
And disturbing new details of what took place before Jackson was killed.
We have determined that Mahogany was a victim of sexual assault with murder and kidnapping.
The ordeal beginning on Sunday when Thurman says Jackson sent the family member a text message saying she had been kidnapped.
You know, our investigators spent all day out, most of that night, trying to locate her, following up on leads to see where she could be and things of that nature. And then, unfortunately, a few hours later, we received information of where her body was.
Early Monday morning on Laurel Avenue in the Powderly neighborhood is where the missing persons case became a murder investigation after Jackson was found shot. But Thurman credits Birmingham residents with what happened next.
With assistance from the community, detectives were not only able to locate Mahogany Jackson's body, but detectives took 7 suspects responsible for Mahogany's murder into custody within 48 hours of this investigation.
Now, Giovanni Clapp, Blair Green, Francis Harris, Tasia Lewis, Sanaya McCall, Jeremiah McDowell, and Brandon Pope all sit behind bars. All are charged with murder, and 6 of the 7 also face charges for sodomy and kidnapping.
There's videos of some of these heinous acts taking place, and that's something that was a pivotal piece of the investigation.
The tragic end of a horrific ordeal for the young mother and her family, who police say organized a search party before officers found her body. Thurman now hoping these arrests send a message.
This is the outcomes that we can have when we all work together. We can get these people off the street very quickly to ensure the safety of everyone in Birmingham when we all work together and information is shared.
God is within her. She will not fail. God will help her at break of day.
Lit candles, balloons, and lots of pink.
I seen all that pink in the air. I'm like, this for my girl. This for my girl right here. This for her.
Family and friends of 20-year-old Mahogany Jackson, among them her cousins Tatiana Maddox and Amber Rowe, gathering at the Serenity Apartments in Birmingham's Powderly neighborhood to honor and remember her.
When I pulled up, my heart did drop because it was so much love, like, for real, like all your size. She was little.
It was just 4 days ago on Sunday when Jackson texted loved ones telling them she was being held in an apartment here and to call for help. By the time police and family arrived, Jackson was gone. Her body was found on Monday on Laurel Avenue, less than 2 miles away. Investigators say she was kidnapped and taped being sexually assaulted before being shot.
I'm really numb because she literally left from with me. Like, it's really heartbreaking.
We love you. We love you. We love you.
The cries from Jackson's mother in this crowd, giving a sound to a broken heart. Just yesterday, police announced the arrests of 7 people, 3 women and 4 men. All are charged with murder, and all but 1 are charged with sodomy and kidnapping in Jackson's death. Even through her grief, Rose says she's thankful for Jackson's courage in what investigators believe were her final moments.
I feel better because we are getting justice. That we are. She helped us solve her own case.
Now holding on to memories of this young mother who they say was full of life, taken too soon. Maddox says they will lean on one another as they now learn to live without her.
That's our girl. That's the baby out the group. So it been hard on us, but we a family. Like, we got each other no matter what. Like, we're gonna get through this, of course, but we gonna miss our girl. We already missing our girl.
Right.
Like, that was a piece of our puzzle.
We love you.